Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of not Hades 1. What is this game called? Ys Master Souls. I'm Kiwi. Maybe I should have slept in a little bit more. You got the chance to do so. I did not. Why did I not? Because I'm dumb. I definitely could have. These poor guys don't even stand a chance. I'm just gonna let the bull roll over to them. Okay, it did block off the path backwards, so it looks like there's no going back that way. Let's see what's up here. Oh, perfect, a root node. We will start with this. I don't actually think I need to heal, right? Yeah, I'm mostly full health, so we'll leave it at that. Let's see where to go from here. All right, so I promised in the last episode that I would start rambling about my personal hobbies. So I guess let's go back in time and kind of visit the age of pubescent and prepubescent Jeff. What did prepubescent Jeff do? What does this button do? Oh, okay, cool. It spins these. Oh, you know what? It makes me a vertical surface so I can climb up here. Can't climb up on this side though, so we'll have to find a way around. I guess we're going down first. Here's a secret tunnel. Looks like this area is full of secret tunnels actually, which is going to definitely confuse my brain a hefty amount. But whatever, as long as we're making progress, right, Kiwi? What have we got here? Oh, well, this is awkward. I don't think I can access this area still. So I guess I'm gonna have to backtrack. That's unfortunate. It'd also be great if I could aim my arrows. But who needs aim when you can just use homing attack? Actually, you know what? I bet I could probably get up there if I Tai Chi kicked off of that enemy I just killed. But I'm not good enough to do that. All right, Kiwi, I will be right back. I'm gonna fast forward through this section. Oh, interesting. I ended up back where I started, but now it's blocked off. So I guess we have some more areas to find. I'll see what's over here before I go through the tunnel. Howdy, gents. Care for an arrow? To the knee, perhaps? It used to be an adventurer. My goodness, I still have not played Skyrim somehow, and I feel like I should, because it definitely caters to a lot of my interests. My experience with Skyrim was exclusively, I did the thing where you put the buckets on people's heads, and then I just like stopped playing after that. I spent like 45 minutes, got a bucket on someone's head, died to a trap in the first dungeon, and then never played it again. Which is a pretty sad outcome for what should be, what a lot of people, before there was kind of this really anti-Bethesda sentiment, which certainly Todd Howard and his antics have kind of earned at this point. There was definitely a mentality of the world against Bethesda, sort of, or the world was in favor of Bethesda more than it was against. I have no strong opinions. I think there are some things that I definitely don't agree with. I think Fallout 76 was kind of the big falling through point. Okay, we're back where we were before. Let's not screw this up. I'm not gonna try that just yet. I can probably platform over there, but I'd rather find a shortcut back before I really botch the situation. So can I press this button again? I can. All right, let's see what happens if I press this button again. There was another tunnel up above, but why don't I do that first because I found it and I don't want to forget about it, and then we'll pursue this path that I just unlocked. Don't think I can get up here. I wonder if I could, you know what? I bet I could probably Tai Chi kick off of enemies and because I think when you parry, at least in the air, it does reset your jump and your dash. So there might be some funny platforming options I have afforded to me if I get creative. We'll have to try it out later when I'm in a better state to do so. Anyway, so hobby number 1 of a young Jeff. Let's see. Oh, hey, this just brought me in a full circle. I was already here. Interesting. So maybe I can go... I think I can go in a circle now, possibly. Can I? Can I get somewhere to the left? I don't think I have a good way of getting to the left just yet, and I can't get up here. I'm not 100% sure where to go. We still need to find another chamber from the looks of that noodle juice, as I called it, apparently. Oh wait, I haven't been down this way. It looks like I have. I told you, Kiwi, I was gonna get lost while I was doing this, and here I am, once again getting lost. All right, we're gonna go in a couple circles until I find my way. I guess maybe I will try for this platforming challenge, and I'll just fast forward if I screw it up. Oh, well, come on, up. This episode is going swimmingly, Kiwi. All right, maybe I'm making this more complicated than I need to. It looks like there's a downwards path over here, but it's blocked off by our big boulder friend. So where do I go from here? All right, here's my plan. Here's my thought. Can I get underneath somehow? The simplest answer to that would be push the button, ye. You know what? Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I think, you know what? I haven't explored the down and to the right path. Here we go. Okay, I figured it out. We're good, we're good. Hello, gents. We haven't been through here before. Don't mind me, just passing through, wasting my ammo. Okay, now we have a way to go back around. I should be able to do what I wanted to do. Perfect. Try and get you killed before this guy comes. Problem? Oh, dearie me, I am taking a lot of damage. I still have my reviver gauge, so I should be fine even if I die. You die, please. Thank you. Alright, let's unlock this. And now I should, in theory, be able to kind of do a lap around here. So what position do I want these in? I want these to be in the upwards position. So what I do is I come around this way. I hit this button. And then I climb out to the left and go around and down. Okay. And now I won't lock myself out of progress. Woohoo! I figured it out. I'm so good at what I do, Kiwi. Hooray. Alright. Anyway, so I guess probably the simplest hobby I could argue I had as a kid was soccer. I actually used to play soccer as a kid. I was terrible at it, mind you. I was in an intramural league with a bunch of other kids. None of us had any interest in practicing, and none of us were particularly good at the sport either, frankly. We all... I want to say we tried. I don't actually know if we tried. There were definitely those who were more athletic and more committed to practice and getting good, and then there were people like me who were just like, we were there because our mom wanted us to play a sport, and I will say I haven't touched a soccer ball in a very long time since, unfortunately. It's maybe a little bit sad. You know, I could have just left this way the whole time. This is awkward. Well, here we are. Okay, now we have the bottom left path. We're good. Kiwi, my pathfinding is about as good as your cat's today, it seems. Oh, hello, guys. What are you about? Are we doing this again? What am I unlocking this time? Is that it? That can't possibly be it. Was that... Okay. I guess it didn't unlock anything. It's just there. Weird. Okay, so now we're over here. I haven't been here before, right? No. Oh, okay. We've unlocked this path. Cool. Cool. So we've got whatever's over here. Hello. I was ready for you this. Oh, come on. I was ready for it, and then another one pops out and hits me anyway. Lame. So very lame. Oh, hey. Okay. Looks like we can gain access to this area now. Awesome. We'll see what's through the secret tunnel before we go down. All right. What is over here? Oh, this is the upper path from before. Okay. So there's a treasure chest over here. Take that, please. Mostly just money. We have a lot of money adding up now. Let's see. Anything else? It doesn't look like there's anything else up over here. So let's try and go back the way we came so I don't have to suffer through backtracking again or getting lost. More realistically, it's less backtracking that's the issue and more I just get lost. Okay. So there's not much over here. Let's go this way. Oh, it's a secret tunnel. Okay, we'll go to the secret tunnel first. So yeah, I used to play soccer. I remember, honestly, my favorite part about playing soccer wasn't actually playing against other kids. It was playing, like, just kicking the ball around with my dogs. I very fondly remember my dog, Serenity. She was a cockapoo. She's no longer with us. We lost her about a year ago. But she was so much fun. She loved chasing the soccer ball if I kicked it out for her. And so I had a lot of fun with that soccer ball. Granted, I loved, like, punting the ball as hard as I could, and that meant it often ended up in my neighbors' yards, and I think they were maybe a little bit sick of that by the time I stopped doing that. But I was like, here's the thing about Jeff as a kid is he didn't really understand his relationship to others in the world, I would say. I don't know if that's the correct way to phrase it, but basically he wasn't necessarily the most respectful of other people's boundaries and personal wants, I suppose. Like, nothing I did was overtly harmful, but it was definitely a matter of, well, you know, maybe you should understand that kicking your ball over the fence and then going into your neighbor's fence, into your neighbor's yard without their permission to collect the ball was maybe a little bit lackluster. They didn't seem to care. The thing about it was, like, they were my two neighbors. Technically we had three neighbors. My backyard was surrounded on all three sides, aside from our house. Like the three sides that weren't our house were surrounded by neighbors. One neighbor I had like no connection with whatsoever. I used to be friends with their kids, but that house has like been moved in and out of so many times that I don't remember honestly anyone there, and it's been empty as far as I've been concerned for years. Someone just recently moved into it, but up until that point, the lawns were overgrown. Everything was empty there. It was just an abandoned house pretty much, and a pretty big one at that. But I do have a very specific memory of my first ever exposure to backyard baseball, that old like cartoony baseball game. And also there was like I think it's probably made by the same people. There was a golf themed game as well. This looks like it leads to that area we found to the left on the transporter before. I'll pop my head over really quickly just to see if there's anything fancy this way. But yeah, that was my first ever exposure to backyard baseball, the video game. And I remember that very nostalgically. I remember there were characters with different stats who all like performed different amounts of good or well. I think I remember really liking to play as the wheelchair character for whatever reason. I don't have a specific reason why. I guess I just thought the wheelchair was cool as a kid. I don't know. But I digress. Weird. I also have a very specific memory of back when I very first started collecting Pokemon cards. I was not necessarily trading with the kids from that backyard, but we were like showing cards off together, and I got a Kadabra card and felt really cool about it. Like it was the like very original Kadabra card. The like, I don't know. Kadabra's design is kind of gross to me, to be honest. He's very lanky, and why does he have bacon on his belly? Oh hey, it's you. What have you got to say now? Well met, my friend. My apologies. I'm just finishing up this last paragraph. Is it so important that you have to write it down right? Oh wait, wrong voice. Is it so important that you have to write it down right now? Every story needs an ending. Oh, he knows he's gonna die. That's what he saw. He saw his own death. Right. All done now. Welcome to my humble little library, my friend. It might look dreary, but many intriguing events from the past are etched into these pillars. So Sol G is just a chronicler. What other secrets are you hiding? Please, don't misunderstand. I only use these crystals for personal note-keeping. They help me recall memories worth remembering. It began as a casual hobby, but look at what it's become. Cut the chatter and get to the matter. Give it to me straight. Why have you been secretly approaching me? I want to know more about you. That is all. Like a lighthouse standing tall in the night sky, great figures like yourself will always shine with a certain splendor. A splendor not dimmed by mortality. Well, I guess we're gonna fight. Oh. Oh, ooh, okay. Oh, that was... Well, he is a cat. I guess that makes sense. Cats do that with their limbs all the time when they stretch. But, Kiwi, imagine if one of our cats suddenly got human-like proportions. I would be very upset with this outcome. Due to perhaps some divine prank, age means nothing to me. Huh? Impossible. How long have you lived? How could this be possible, right? Or, how could this be possible, right? I don't understand it either, even after several lifetimes. Why was I given this miracle? I have neither grand ambitions nor excessive desires. I have never coveted power, nor did I seek to bring about peace. Even on the brink of apocalypse, I did not feel the need to save anyone. Through every era, those that I have cared about always leave me behind. You're ageless and immortal. That's an ability that many can only dream of. That's true if you're a spectator, but for me, it feels more like a curse. Alas, I also lack the courage to end this curse myself. Does my mentor, does Aegon know about this too? I don't get it. Why did you choose to join the council? The Tianhuo virus doesn't seem to have an effect on you at all. Staying in Penglai meant eternal loneliness, and I have endured enough loneliness. Besides, I made a promise however meaningless, to protect this grotto for a friend. I'm assuming he's meaning Lear.
Just hand over your soul seal, and I guarantee the grotto will not be harmed in any way.
Oh, are you going easy on me?
You never participated much in the council, and I'm not keen on exterminating the ancient Kunlun tribe. I just need your permission. I don't want to fight.
But I have never disobeyed destiny. Have you forgotten already? I have always held great confidence in the answers my divination provides.
What? What did you see in the hexagrams?
I'm so sorry, but you will die by my hand today, Yi. Standing before you is the deputy captain of the Fangshi Guild Elite Guard, Sojourner Ji. May the clouds part and allow truth's light to illuminate our decisive battle. Indulge me with a sparring session, friend. All right, we've got G. All right, new Sol boss. Here we go. What was that? Jump on the energy orb and press LB to Tai Chi Kek, inactivating the device. All right, what does this do? Does it explode? Oh, hello. Oh, they come back. Whoa, my goodness. Oh, hey, that healed us. What? Oh, what? Hello. You are a silly goober with this nonsense. All right, so he throws knives that kind of come back. Oh, these come back too. Hello. I have not even really hit him. Oh, I can break this. I can break this too. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. Aha. All right, well, there's our revival jade, but we did break his little orby thing. All right, so we proved that this one heals us, so I'll try and take that. I wonder if the other ones give us buffs or something. Curious, an enemy that would heal us, you know? Like your music, though. See if I can get a talisman charge off of you. Okay, there we go. Oh, hello. What is this? All right, I assume I don't want to touch that. It'll probably hurt us if it touches us. It is pulling us in, so I gotta be careful. Thankfully, honestly, projectiles are really easy to manage, so that's not an issue. I think what I'll try and do is burst down his first phase so I can see, presumably he has a second phase. All right, let's see. Oh, hey, we got it again. I actually thought I got the windy looking one. Cool. I appreciate a boss that heals us. It makes me think that I have a feeling that in his prophecy, he saw his own death, but he wants it because honestly, it's one of my favorite tropes, to be honest. Oh, hello. It's one of my favorite tropes, the trope of the immortal and the loneliness that is born of immortality. Like, there are so many people that want to live forever without really understanding what that means. And it's always a fascinating concept to me to think about, well, what truly does immortality mean? It means living through some of the worst possible moments in humanity, or, well, in history. Not necessarily humanity, since these are Solarians, you know, but ape man exists, so they're technically that's technically the case still. And then, like, so seeing some of the worst possible things. Can I unbound and parry this? I cannot. Okay, that's fair. Oh no, ooh, just barely got away from that. Try and break this before it pulses again. Oh, well. All right, we died to his first phase, but that didn't go too terribly. We almost got him to second phase. I think I was just messing around a bit too much. If I go ham and just focus down on his HP, I can probably do well. Let's see what our jades are and if I need to switch out for any combat jades. First damage to internal damage, granting the ability to endure fierce combat. Breather jade was really good because it lets us heal a little bit. Yeah, I think let's turn off our Avarice Jade temporarily and put on the Breather Jade. That'll give us some extra healing, I think. Stasis Jade probably doesn't matter for the boss fight so much. Could replace that as well. Not sure what I would want to put in its place, though. We don't have a lot of good options that don't cost 3. So I guess I'll just leave it on for now. Even if it is just a brief moment of the enemy not being able to hit us, it's still very valuable, I suppose. Anyway, so yeah, the trope of the immortal who suffers through the ages, losing those they love, watching the world move alongside them, and them just being kind of an outside observer. How could you not just become depressed and lonely with that sort of existence? It's such an interesting concept, and it's cool to see it done in this manner too. Oh, well, apparently I hit stun him out of giving us a heal. Okay, he still does it even if I hit stun him. Good to know. Oh. It is interesting. So this knife attack that comes through the ground underneath him, they made enemies that, in this area there were those enemies. Oh, hello. They made enemies that do that, so you kind of learned the sign of things underground coming at you and being unfriendly. I need to heal. I mistimed that, unfortunately. Hopefully he gives us another heal, but I'll take this chance to heal as well. There we go. He really is pretty forgiving of a boss, despite being this big bad. Again, I maintain that he wants to die, so he's trying to help us, and that's why he's one of the only boss. He's probably the only boss in this game, if I had to guess, that actually heals you. Kalfu probably would have healed you too if he had known it was you. Well, I mean, Kalfu wouldn't have fought you with his big defense monster if he knew it was you too, I suppose. I wonder what would happen if, like, Kalfu decided he wanted to take on Yi and, like, actually be a big bad. Like, what would he design to, like, hard counter you? Oop, I chose the wrong one. What does this do? That looks like maybe the black hole, perhaps? No, okay, it's your big pulse. Okay, so basically, I choose the prophecy and it makes him use the attack. But it looks like it's from a pool of attacks that he can use at any point. Good to know. This time I was ready for it. Take my talisman, bud. We've almost got him. Again, I'm going to make the assumption, because every other soul up until this point has had 2 phases, that we have at least 2 phases. That felt fancy. Okay, that felt really fancy for a finish. All right, phase 2. Let's see what we got. I really like this music. It's time to end this. That looks cool. All right, how much more difficult do you become now? Let's see. Can I destroy that? I cannot destroy that. Oh, hello. Oh, you're shooting out knives. Oh, okay. Oh, the knives come back. The knives come back. Okay. Healing up. Okay, you have an unbounded parryable attack there. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. And that's our just Tai Chi kick parry. I was a little off time. Oh, well, I was just a little too slow on the unbounded parry, but I could have blocked that. I definitely could have blocked that. That would have looked very fancy. All right. Died 2 times, but I bet 3rd time's the charm. I feel like I can definitely beat him on the 3rd try, Kiwi. Wish me luck. And in the meantime, let's at least talk about soccer a little bit. So yeah, I was not particularly good at it. I mostly enjoyed it because there was something fun about just kicking the ball around with my dog, and I like that a lot more than ever spending time on the soccer field. Those soccer fields where I grew up were so coated in geese poop. It was disgusting. We had like an infestation of Canadian geese, and it was so hard not to step in their excrement. And if you ever like slipped and fell because it was a muddy day after the rain, oh my goodness, it felt so gross. I didn't enjoy it very much at all, frankly. Like, there was an enjoyment to be had in like doing a team sport, but I was never the physical exertion kind of competitive fellow. I'm the video game competitive sort of guy, admittedly. Ah, shoot, I got hit by that. Gotta be careful with these knives that turn around. Okay, I parried that. You saw me using I was in the Tai Chi kick animation. I'm not sure why that didn't get blocked. Oh well, what can you do? Now that I've seen how his phase 1 works, I should probably focus on saving my arrows for phase 2. But it's just like such a force of habit to want to use the arrow in combat now. I wonder if he's the sort of boss that you could probably like gimmick him and stay in the air the whole fight. That would be pretty fun. Need to remember the mechanic I figured out when I was fighting Lady Ethereal, that you can use your Tai Chi kick to extend your to add some extra hits into the air. Ah, shoot. Almost got him. I wish I could reflect these. Unfortunately, even with the perfect parry, you don't reflect them. Alright, phase 2. I'm not gonna say his voice line again, but I really like the music here. It's so cool. Alright, we're going into phase 2 pretty healthy, I think, and with a lot of heals left over. Oh, hello. Right, okay, we start with this silly pattern, so I just dodge. Is there a second wave? No, but there are the knives again, but I can farm chi charges off them, so it's actually kind of helpful for him. I didn't think that was gonna hit him. Got him. Okay. Ooh, that. Oh, my goodness. It's so satisfying to get those parries off, Kiwi. Because it's not just a parry, it's a very punishing parry. Because it disables them and lets me get in a free chi attack. I'm not gonna block this in time, so I just bailed out. I was in a bad position. I was in midair, so I didn't trust that I would be able to avoid it. doesn't look like this has changed at all for his second phase, which is good. We could definitely use the health. I don't know if that actually healed me. Maybe it did. It must have. The internal damage didn't look like it moved. Or it didn't look like it moved. Yeah, it moved. Yeah, I remember the funny thing about my soccer team in my thoughts. Oh my goodness, I'm lucky that didn't kill me. I'm gonna fully heal here. I think the issue is, like, I'm so used to his knives curving around and coming back that I panic and try to dash out of the way instead of charging unbounded parry. This time I was ready for it. Haha. Anyway, the funny thing about the team was that we had 3 Jeffs, 3 Matts, and 3 Joes, and then 1 Nick. Nick was like the only person who had an original name, it seemed. But it was so weird. Like, everyone on our team just had the same name. So basically, it was we had 1 Jeff, we had 2 Jeffs on defense and midfield. The Matts and Joes were our offense. One of the Jeffs was our goalie. So basically, the Jeffs were the defenders. The Joes and Matts were midfield and offense, and it was just funny. Kiwi, for context, because I don't know how much you know about soccer, midfield just refers to kind of like the middle ground, but the space between defense, which are kind of the back playing players who stay to try and defend the goal. They basically can alternate between defense and offense. They're basically the general format we had for our soccer team was three rows of 3. Offense in the front that are primarily the people focused on taking or landing goals. The defense who are focused on blocking goals, and the midfielders who kind of played the middle ground and kind of went back and forth as the game went on and as their talents were needed. Generally, midfielders have the most running, which is why I was usually in midfield, because if nothing else, I have stamina. I can keep going for quite a while. We've almost got him. It's a little bit more damage. Come on. We're almost there. Just gotta focus. Come on. Let's not throw it. Gonna have to battle out of that. Bail back in. Okay. Almost got him. Get a talisman off. So close. I'm gonna heal here. Unbounded parry for the finish. Oh, yeah, let's go. And whoop, bam. It's a good thing he didn't have 3 phases. That would have been unfortunate. Oh, that doesn't look so great. Sorry, buddy. How nostalgic. Your moves feel exactly like his.
It appears that your hexagrams have failed you.
If I told you the result, would you have still tried your utmost? At least one of us got to enjoy the thrill of the unknown.
You lied to me?
A good story needs an interesting twist, doesn't it? Is this the end? Oh, he's losing hair, Kiwi. I have witnessed the springs of Tian Shan burst forth and dry out. Oh, you got your beard. You got a beard just like everyone else. Nice job. I think he's just losing hair, but still, it looks like he's got a beard to fit in with all of his other Sojourner friends. I have seen the long shadows cast by... sorry, my diaphragm protested. I have seen the long shadows cast by mountains of corpses as night fell at Fangshang. I was there when the you guys are just trying to make this hard for me. I was there when the Donghuang bell rang for the first time. I walked through countless cities drowned in time. It sounds so painfully lonely. All of it has now attained wholeness within the Tao. Like a shooting star that sears its mark between heaven and earth. Farewell, G. May you rest in peace. G's hair, a strand of hair taken from G. Its specific purpose is unclear. G's corpse never showed any signs of decay. The usual Tianhao flowers were also absent. Interesting. All right, well, let's go get your soul seal and call it an episode, I guess. Oh, there's something over here. Let's see what's over here first. Oh, Kiwi. Oh, Kiwi. I hope you're ready. Oh, you don't have a fish. I guess I'm not gonna all over the place. All right then.
Booting, loading, initializing. Hello, thank you for using Shanghai 1000 testing.
Sorry, phlegm.
Shanghai 1000 testing. Testing model.
Okay, so this is like the first ever Shanghai. Okay, that makes sense why you don't have fish yet. The cat people didn't realize they like watching fish in bowls, I guess.
I am the latest assistive robot capable of deep learning through conversation. Feel free to browse the database or engage me in in-depth Q&A.
Shanghai 1000, is this a prototype? What an antique.
Incorrect. That command does not exist in the database.
It doesn't seem to be too bright.
Incorrect. That command does not exist in the database.
Give me a status report on this region.
Incorrect. That command does not exist in the database.
What were you made to do?
Shanghai is a public welfare experiment funded by the Fengshi Guild. I can look up information, play audio files, calculate mathematical equations, and make noodles with noodle juice. The purpose of the Shanghai 1000 shifted constantly through its 50-year development period. It currently has no clear purpose. Please contact the developers if you would like to purchase one.
You were there when the Fengshi Guild was still active?
Keyword confirmed. Fengshi Guild retrieving. The Fengshi Guild is an international scientific organization founded by the thinker Lear. Its purpose was to put an end to all wars. Lear believed that peace could be found using science. So he gathered those with lofty ideals, and together they built a research complex in the island of Kunlun.
Breath control in this voice was always challenging. I figured out how to do it when I was doing Nano Apostle, but I haven't practiced in a long while. This guy has a lot of dialogue, makes it rough.
Today, the Guild is home to the most advanced technology on Panglai, as demonstrated by Kunlun's Sustainable Development Zone. The Guild's technology spread to every corner of the world and helped to end the century-long food and energy crisis. However, Lear has also been launching non-compliance movements due to each nation's lack of interest in anti-war initiatives. This move has paralyzed operations in all major governments and institutions.
Why are you in G's warehouse?
Keyword confirmed. G. Loading G's latest development log. First month of the year 3773. Turbulent era.
Actually, this might be G talking. First month of year 3773. Turbulent era. We installed the third iteration of the head. I wanted to put a real fish inside, but the maintenance would have been too costly. It ended up being a display instead. I wanted to fill it with water due to the whole design concept. The robot should represent the seas and mountains of Panglai. I'm fine. I'm definitely fine. That robot voice definitely didn't just have a whole bunch of air inhaled and swallowed. Sorry. Lear told me that I didn't need to use its appearance to symbolize Panglai. He kept asking me to cut features from the Shanghai 1000 to make it more practical, but I don't want it to be mass-produced. Spectators innately understand that fireworks from afar always look prettier than those in your midst. I wonder how many more years will I be able to converse with him. It's such a sad thought to just know that you will outlive the people you love. Well, this got existential very quickly.
Goodbye. Thank you for your patronage. Feel free to leave a review and any comments about your experience.
1 star. Terrible breath control.
Request chip.
Warning, removing the map data chip will cause irreversible damage. To transfer image assets, it is recommended that you provide 400 physical units to obtain a copy.
Pay 400 Jin and get a copy of the chip.
Confirmed and connected with the payment, replicating map data.
All right, there we go. We've got another map to give to our Shanghai. Map data chip, Grotto of Scriptures chip. The memory chip containing map data of the Grotto of Scriptures. Further analysis can be done to reveal hidden map data. The mysterious Grotto of Scriptures was once the Fengshi Guild's headquarters. G has been maintaining and protecting these caves for centuries after Lear's passing. Alright, Kiwi, I think we'll do a little bit more exploration in another episode. This episode's running a bit long now, even with the bits that I had to cut out because I kept failing basic platforming. So with all that said, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Sleep well, love.